Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for watching. Great messages as well. Um, Appreciate you. Appreciate you. The clicks, the likes, the shares, the subscribes. Lots of improvements are happening. I had a great message today while I was out about doing the things that I was doing. The message was about keep on going no matter what. Later on, that keep on going, it shows up even in other things out there. So it's a great confirmations about this, but that is going to be the energy that we're going to be continue with it tomorrow. What I'm saying that tomorrow, it is about that tomorrow the moon is going to be meeting Mercury. You're going to be thinking a lot. You're going to be stressing a lot. You're going to be going and doing the deep soul searching. But that it's actually is going to beginning now. The reason is going to beginning now. It's because the moon, Venus, and the North Node, they're all coming in together. But with that energy, because all this is going to be happening at the 9 degrees of Pisces, it's going to be squaring the 6 degrees Lilith at Sag. Now that shadows is going to be overcoming your true visions, it's very critical to fix these unifications of intuition, love, values, things about the material world. They are going to be improved, not only you, but also the spirit within you, and they're going to matching your destiny. So you may going to feel like something all of a sudden it comes together. Keep that union, but you're not going to be able to see a lot of clarity. The reason it's not going to be able to see the clarity is Lilith. That is going to be coming in more about the feminine energies. The feminine energies doesn't matter if you're masculine physical or feminine physical. Feminine energies is the feminine energies. Either you are going to have some issue of digging deep into the feminine energy as a masculine, which is your understanding about what feminine is, or you are going to be as a feminine looking at deep into the family situations with the feminine energies. And what I'm saying, the family energies, that is because Jupiter together with the dark sun, they are trining this process. Okay, so this revaluation is going to be helping a lot, and be mindful about things. Finish certain things because Mercury retrograde is going to get started in about a week from now. So certain things you have to look at it in there to finish, because the moon, it's going to be a crossing over in 2 days. It's going to be meeting Saturn, then it's going to be taking off. Okay. Hi, Rebecca. Thank you for coming in. Glad to see you here. If you got any question pops up in your mind, let me know. All right. What's going on? What's going on with today? 7 o'clock in the morning. We talked about it, that the ascendant is going to be with Mars. Very, very interesting energies about the masculine, where the masculine is like, I want to go do things, but I'm going to go with the flow. And I can see that the universe is resisting, but is it the universe resisting, or I am a little bit delayed? So in a way, that the energy of Mars squaring Uranus in there is that your masculine energies are in the way of what the universe has for you. Okay, so you have to take a look at it, your masculine energies. Doesn't matter if you're feminine or masculine physically, again. Okay, you need to look at it, your understanding of the masculine energies. What are the masculine, how they operate? Okay, the masculine needs a problem, so to find a solution. The feminine, they don't create problem. Maybe it's going to look like that, but the feminine is looking what is going to be the purpose, not the problem, the purpose. Okay, and this energy is going to be some very, very healthy. It's going to be a healthy because of Mars. It is sextiling Chiron. This is like a chance of the masculine energies to heal. Okay. Hi, 8 o'clock. Be mindful about what you're doing at work and so on. It may be your work if it's out in the public in a public situations, because the inner work is going to be at Sag, it's going to be a squaring the ascendant and Pisces, of course, and Saturn. And you're going to feel like whatever I am, whatever I do, whatever it's out in the public, so on, it doesn't fit with the new structure that needs to be built. I'm not in the place. I'm not in the space. I'm reborn. I'm not where I was. I'm not what I once was. I've changed. I see that Saturn helps me to create a new structure. What should I follow? And for those people who are going to have some issues with someone, Mercury is going to be going retrograde. We're going to talk about this pretty soon. So, 9 o'clock, the inner work is going to be at Capricorn, very powerful. You're making a decisions with these energies to move and make a radical changes. But those radical changes needs to be what? Talked. Okay? When they are talked and you're not repeating what happens in there, too, you're going to feel how this energy is going to help. All of a sudden Jupiter is going to be, says like, stop, wait a minute. Look your parents, look your grandparents, look what happened 10,000 years ago as a family, as a society. And now you're going to be like, oh, shit, I need to change. Okay? So, hi, Nimira, thank you for coming in. Hi, Big Gunk, thank you for coming in. And with this energies, because that is going to be opposing, we're going to see that the ascendant of Taurus is going to come in towards the sun. There is the end of the Aquarius in there. We're going to see like the material stuff. All of a sudden is going to be an opportunity for you. But the question is can you take that? Can you put whatever you learn to the Aquarius energies? You can go ahead and put it into the material world. No fear, just go forward. Hi, Esma, thank you for coming in. Hi, Steve, thank you for coming in. All right, and as we are going to be going in the next hour at 10 o'clock, the material energies are going to be asking for cardinal changes. Who is going to bring those cardinal changes? Okay, those cardinal changes, they are going to be coming in, particularly with Uranus. He's going to be like, we need to change. It cannot just be like this. The work that it's going to be at Capricorn, those are cardinal changes in the material world, profession, or things that you are going to be going to it. They are going to be working exactly with Taurus, with Uranus, who makes the changes. You see them. This is 27 degrees, 27 minutes, it's 27 degrees, 33 minutes. But that energy is working with who? With Saturn and Neptune. Some of the people are going to see the opportunities, but it's going to be kind of like a little bit earlier. You may not going to get approved. You may not going to be liking it. You may have to ask for permission. You may have to do something that it's out of the extraordinary, because somehow, some way, certain authority is not going to permit all this to happen. And guess what's going to happen? Uranus is going to say, I don't really care. I'll make the changes. Okay? Because they resonate with these energies that are within Capricorn. Changes doesn't happen like this. Changes happen because you work your tail off. Okay? All right. Well, the challenges is going to come in particularly at those energies with the masculine side that it's going to be. You're going to feel this authority, because this is masculine, right? Is about the authority that it's going to be put in. That's still squaring, and it's going to be more squaring. Lilith, you're going to feel that shadow, particularly that these energies right now are just open opportunities for you, but you have to walk the rest of the way. Okay? You have to walk the rest of the way. So without the energy that it's going to be passing through, as the inner work is going to be passing, I'm talking about around 10:45, between 10:30 and 10:45 in there, we're going to see some that inner work with Pluto, who says like it's time to change. Stop being acting small. Have no fear. Go. Go forward. I'm giving you these energies of rebellion. Do what it's uncomfortable so you can be strong. All right, well, 12 o'clock, this is the hour of the authority. This is the hour where the universe, usually the inner work is together with the sun. And now, squaring Uranus. Oh, you're going to go against the universe. Oh, you're going to go what the universe says, like, no, this is not for you, this is not for it, and so on. And you're going to try to make the mistakes. This is where the people are trying to do certain things against the will of the universe, but they're putting their own will. And Uranus is like, I'm moving forward. I'm gonna be. You wanna have a little car. I'm preparing you to have a Maserati. I'm preparing you to have a Ferrari. I'm preparing you to have something even greater. And you're like, no, I want my little car. Okay, so this is going to be some challenges with this, particularly about work and relationships. But we're going to see there is going to be this energy of reevaluations in there. Where did you learn to become small? Where did you learn to be that? You're going to see that energy is going to come as Jupiter is going to come in and is going to say, like, here where it comes. They told you that you are not born like this. You are not born of a rich family. You're not born of that. You are not made for this. And you're like, no, I'm made for this because I came to break it up, this pattern. Screw you. You're going to feel the positive energy where it tells you to overcome all this. But that also is going to be helping you to overcome the shadow. So these inner fights with the shadow, particularly we're talking about this 1 o'clock, okay? This is how does it look like, right there, okay? Here is that energies with Lilith, and you're going to see these energies of Jupiter and the ascendant and the dark sun. The dark sun is to waking up and put the light into you, okay? Now, since Jupiter is retrograde, he's like, don't repeat it that, but I will support your changes for better future to reach your destiny. That, how you should look at. Okay, very beautiful in a way, guys, but I know some of you is not going to feel comfortable. I know that. Okay, 2 o'clock, just a little bit after 2 o'clock, the inner work is going to be crossing into areas. You're going to be seeing it like, okay, I'm organizing, I put my soul, I put everything inside of me, mentally, psychologically, philosophy, I'm ready to do it. And then you're going to do it. Then you're going to be resonated with that energy. You're going to be cooperating with Pluto. Pluto's going to be cooperating within the shadow because you overcome it. Then the energy is going to be working with Uranus. And you're going to be what? Moving forward. Okay? But you have to learn your emotions. Okay? The emotions are learned from the previous hours. When you learn the feminine, then you learn the masculine's energies. You see, the universe has a very kind of polite way to prepare you for what is coming. Okay. All right, 3 o'clock. The inner work that's going to be at midheaven, that's going to be some areas in there. We're going to see these challenges in about 3 days in there. We're going to see this energy that it's going to be a squaring Jupiter. You don't like certain things. Oh, why did I got born of this family? Oh, why did I got born? Why did they ever make me? Why, so on. Okay. Hi, Tina. Thank you for coming in. And that energy is going to be like, chill. Go and research this. You are here to renovate. The sun is going to be at 29 degrees, 58 minutes. Just a little bit more, and it's going to be crossing to Pisces. Okay? All right. So, as we're talking about the next hour, 4 o'clock, happy birthday, all Pisces, because the sun is going to be going to Pisces, so is the authority is going to be. We need to look at it, everything into our spirit. Hi, my perceptions, and thank you for saying hi from Vegas. And what is in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? Um, at 4 o'clock, the ascendant that's going to be at Leo is going to becomes in that new authority and that new wisdom that it's going to come in is going to be sending a very positive vibes towards the intuition, because guess what? You choose to fight the shadow like a lion. Okay? You're going to see, you're going to feel good, you're going to feel great because you win. Okay? You learn how the things are going to be. As that being said, the inner work is going to be a beginning of Taurus, and opportunities are there because the inner work, it is sextiling the sun. Okay? But that inner work is going to be a squaring Pluto. Pluto says like, don't go against me. I'm out there. You not see me, but I'm out there. You don't feel that much, but I'm responsible for this. I'm doing it, these deep, deep, deep transformations. I know I am the road you can go to the shadow to get your dreams. You know, follow your dreams. I will send you down there to see your nightmares. Maybe that can wake you up. So, he's a secret God, okay? He's the hidden God. Like it or not, it is what it is. All right, well, at 5 o'clock, if the things doesn't go your way, what do? Right? You get aggravated, you get agitated, you're going against authority, you don't like that, you're going against the universe, you know, what I wanted, it never happens, why did the God doesn't give me what I want, why the things, you know, meh. You can whine and whine and moan about it, or you can roll up your sleeves and get there. Get it there by looking at to start developing a new structure because you healed things within you. This is going to be the fine energy. Okay? This is going to be the fine energy. My perceptions right now are currently Venus is joining the North Node in Pisces in there, but if you have a Venus in Aquarius, very good. All right. 6 o'clock, the inner work is just going to be passing through Uranus in there in the beginning of Gemini. That is actually is going to beginning just a little bit before that. It's going to be very beautiful because it's coming of developing these changes, accepting these changes, accepting what it's not working. But the hardest thing that you need to do is fighting your own self. And this is going to be one of the moments that you need to let your lower self down and look at what it's presented to you. Okay? Imagine the divine is going to comes in, it says like, here's the key for the Maserati. And you're like, no, I don't want it. No, I don't want it. I don't believe it. I don't get it. I never cut out for this. Right? Too expensive for me. These two things here is so much, and so on and so on. And Uranus is like, this is for the new structure. So we're going to see somehow development into the material world all of a sudden begins to change. Follow those changes. Because the universe, Uranus, he brings that energy from above, down below. Okay? That's what his purpose is. He gets these antennas going to this cross and brings them down to the circle, which just represents what? The earth. All right, 7 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be at Virgo, the inner work is going to be at Gemini. This usually causes lots of problems, lots of dualities. Is like, I'm going crazy. Why do I feel that wherever I go is not the right way because I'm going on my way? Are you standing on your way? Either way, you do. Okay? Because this kind of like a mental processes that it comes in because Mercury right now, it's opposing home. Right? That is a communications against your natural nature. Mercury is ruling Virgo. Okay? Now the South Node is in Virgo. And now we have all those energies that are piling it up in the Pisces. A lot of psychological things, a lot of psychological thinking, a lot of trauma, drama, and maybe psychology issues. If you have, they're gonna come out on the surface. Okay? But you need to put the force. Okay? Because you're the force. You need to look at it to the issues. You need to get into yourself and have and build a strong psyche, strong will. You are reconstructing yourself to something more stronger. Okay? All right. 8 o'clock. The inner work is going to be at the end of Gemini. Ascendant is going to be at the end of Virgo. And we're going to have some vertex at the end of Pisces. Some doors will open for those who owns the keys. And those who think they have the keys, the doors will not open in the end. Some people want to transition to this new. Some people want to get into the new, but they're not going to fulfill those actions. Simply because they haven't put these parts together. So in order to put the physical body, the physical healing, you need to also heal what? The psyche. And this is why if you're a Virgo, you may gonna have lots of issues. Why? Well, we have the sun already at Pisces. We have the North Node in Pisces. Venus is in Pisces, which is love and values. We have the moon, which is intuition, mother, that it's coming in together with Mercury about communications. And everything inside of your head is going like 1,000 miles an hour. And you're like, I don't know what to think. I don't know what else is going on, but this is just. But look at the energy that says, can you organize it differently? Can you make it different? Can you see the unseen inside of you? Okay? And without the energy, when you're foreseen from inside, that energy is going to be reflecting to the authority. How did the Dio knows all this? Well, it's just simple. Okay? Here's the ascendant. It's at Virgo. This is divine energies with the sun within the authority, right? But here we have this. Mine's here with Saturn, Neptune, and Vortex. Have this energy of the inner work that says like, gotta be very careful how you talk, how you communicate, how you socialize. But the inner work says there's only one way. And what is the way? It's the sun, your authority. You to organize your psyche. Okay? You to organize your psyche. All right? Now, the ascendant is going to be a trine with Uranus, and the ascendant is going to be a trine with Pluto. And all that energy is going to come here, right? And this is what I said. Whoever holds the keys is going to open the door. Okay? It's going to open the door. Tina, I have the moon in Jupiter in Pisces. If you have the moon in Pisces, depends of what zodiac sign, what house, I'm sorry, they are in there. You can have a very deep thinking. Also, this can be a lot of dualities in there, but your growth is going to come with that thinking. Possibly a very good job and growth will be if you are working as a either a religious kind of like investigator in a way, but you also can work as a psychoanalytic because you have that energies into a Pisces. As long the moon is now wounded in there from you don't have squares or oppositions in there or Jupiter too because that energy depends on what house is. And you say it's in a second, that's mean you're gonna be able to make in a good. That's make you can probably make in a very good money, but you're also gonna be knowing with that Pisces in the second house, you gotta be very careful about how you operate and managing money, because you may be put in situations that using the moon and Jupiter to help you as a financial advisor, as a controlling financial things, and particularly in a way also within the real estate business. Okay, but it's very interesting, Tina. If you need some more about this, we can do a private reading for you. All you have to do is, guys, if you need some private reading, you want to know yourself, okay, send me an email. I don't charge arm and a leg for astrology report, okay, and personal astrology report. And we have forward the video conference where you can ask some questions regarding to you in there. You can send me an email at astroviber1111@gmail.com. Okay, so on that, Mai's going to help and some of you. Namira, I have Sun on Pisces in my seventh house. This is going to be a lot of closing up. This can be a lot of restrictions in there, and Saturn in the seventh house, it's in a way is going to be a restrictions of relationships until you learn to be the proper relationship. There's going to be a lot of learnings into the relationships, but since Saturn is there, you may going to feel like, I don't want to learn the relationship, but that is the one thing that you need to do. Saturn is a karmic ruler. So Saturn in the seventh house, you also can have a very precise judgment about karma. Okay, very precise, because he's the karmic ruler, and he tell you. And you may be gonna pick up a job that can be, might as well divorce attorney. Okay, in a way, because you're gonna know exactly what you need to do on that. Okay, too, but also you're gonna learn a lot about the proper way is going to be about relationships. This can help you a lot. All right, Nimira. Thank you for the confirmations. That's beautiful. All right, we gotta keep on going. Keep balance. 9 o'clock, balance. Okay, the inner work is going to be at Cancer. That is going to be very good emotions with everything for those who did the job, right? That inner work is going to be just, I mean, amazing from this dark sun that's going to wake up the light within. It's going to be putting a very beautiful energies towards the North Node, Venus, this union with Mercury and the Venus. Very good internal communications. You finally put the pieces together, but yeah, we're gonna see it in about 5 days how this energy is gonna go back, because some of the things you missed. But we're gonna talk about on the spatial report about this. All right, but the ascendant that it said at Libra is gonna be a divine energies with Venus in the North Node. You're gonna understand the purpose of relationships. It is two people coming together under the divine order. We haven't understand what the seventh house is, what Libra represents. That's what it is. Okay? You put the things, two different people in the scales, when they are absolutely imbalanced, and that's where you find love. But who is watching the scales? It's the divine. Okay. All right. 10 o'clock, the ascendant still is going to be at Libra. Divine energy is going to be with Mercury and the moon this time. The inner work is going to be at Cancer, pointing out towards the sun. It is about these emotions that you're going to put in that authority to it. You need to straighten out your psyche. Yeah, we're going to see in the next 30 days when the sun is going to be moving out of Pisces, yeah, we're going to go through a lot of psychological work. A lot of inner work is going to be in there. Okay. So this is going to be a very interesting moment. But right now, it's all about that divine energies to comes in and helps out. And this is very rare in a way, too, because the inner work is at the end of Cancer. That is a water to water divine energies. Usually those aspects, they are very tricky to interpret in there, to pinpoint it, what they represent. Okay? But at the current moment, this is going to be the one thing. There's going to be kind of like a look to the light, not an outside. Look at it on the inside. Look into the spirit. Okay? All right, and at 11 o'clock, the inner work is going to be at Leo. The wisdom, right, pays off. Beautiful way. Those who reached out that wisdom, beautiful way. Those who fought like lions, beautiful way. You're the winner. Ascendant, that it's going to be at Scorpio's divine energies with Saturn and Neptune. It's finally you understand the purpose of going into the shadow. As I said in the report, Pluto can send you to the shadow. Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. Pluto is going to send you to the shadow to reach out to the dreams. Or Pluto is going to send you to the shadow to find your nightmares. Okay? And how do we know this? In there, very interesting, very interesting. All this is a very kind of like very interesting for you guys to learn as well. Okay? Here's the inner work. And it's pointing out towards Venus and to the North Node. But here it's the Sun right next to it. And we're seeing these energies, right, with Lilith. But right now we have that ascendant that it's going to be at the beginning of Scorpio is squaring Pluto, right? And now with that energy of squaring Pluto, but we also have these beautiful, beautiful synchronizations energies with the Sun. Okay? Now with these energies of the Sun, is that about the authority to understand. You're going to go to a deep transformation processes in the psyche, which is going to be paying off, because that is going to bring a new structure, a new life for you. Okay? And that's what the astrogravitational report is about today. And I'm going to be giving you what is coming in tomorrow, the 19th, 7 o'clock in the morning, right? 7 o'clock in the morning. Well, 7 o'clock in the morning, the moon is going to be at 22 degrees. This is going to be lots of intensity in there, particularly fighting the universe. As Mars is ascendant, they are going to be pushing through. But we're going to see that the moon, it's going to be coming in, and the moon over the time, over the day, it's going to be crossing over. And she's going to be crossing over to help what? Bringing that knowledge. But that's going to be happen later on the day. Okay, guys? But for that, we're going to be talking more about tomorrow. Okay? That's all I have for you. Thank you guys for the coming. Thank you for the watching. Thank you for the clicks, the likes, the shares, the subscribes. If you like to support the channel, you may do so if you feel like it. You can buy a coffee or you can donate it through a PayPal. The links are in the channel. All right, guys. Much love, and come back tomorrow for another astrogravitational report. Hopefully that helps in your life. You're welcome, everybody. You're welcome, Namira.